When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made this comment, the whole internet was set ablaze. The whole Zojurians turned back against him and criticized him and called him prophet of doom. They call him all manner of names. They address him like a pooper on the street when he says that Injustice Binta Iyako's husband and first son are facing corruption charges. Nobody understand the uproar in the court that made Injustice Binta Iyako to recuse herself from the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The truth is finally out. Federal government of Nigeria or Zoological Republic of Nigeria, now they have started to reward all of the people who stand against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. First, it was masked witness against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which at last turns out to become Ijele speaks. After he testified against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then his freedom were guaranteed and he was released. Injustice Binta Iyako also told the same line of withholding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's bail conditions. In other words, putting him in more difficult situations because of her husband. Nnamdi Kanu cried and they said, no, it is a lie. Ngwamekona see the one way past Biachi. Court had Iyako's 29 billion naira fraud trial over plea bargains. After how many years of intertwining, going forth, back and forth, now EFCC want to settle with a thief, with a criminal, with a fraudster out of court. It's out somehow, right? Nnamdi Kanu have been vindicated by Zojurian High Court judge, Injustice Binta Iyako. That is the truth. That is the truth of the matter. And according to the cable I'm hearing, which Dr. Sam Amadi confirmed it, that Injustice Binta Iyako in recent times now have confessed that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already been cleared of all charges. That the Nigerian government and the so-called DSS are just witch hunting the young man. That is the latest. I'm talking about yesterday confession of Injustice Binta Iyako when this news of her husband's having a plea bargain with the Fulani government of Nigeria. The truth is coming out one after the other. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, I will destroy Nigeria not with guns, bullets or bombs, but with facts and figures. So this current confession from a high court judge over Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's incarceration, you can as well agree with me that the international community have had it and they have also documented it. Nigeria were sidelined from a business summit in a Oval Office in Washington, D.C. But even in their absence, the United States of America is also pressuring them to accept deportees from Venezuela. Abeg, let me ask you, is that zoo they call Nigeria a dumping ground? Gaza dump their refugees in Nigeria. Only God knows what they are doing now. Ukraine dumped their refugees in Nigeria. Syria dumped their refugees in Nigeria. Even Somalia dumped their refugees, which is Fulani that is terrorizing you today. Now dumped refugees, so if you don't know. Now, US want to also dump Venezuelan refugees, or rather deportees, to Nigeria. Why can't they deport them to Venezuela where they come from? Why giving it to Africans? Why forcing Africans to accept them? These people have already seen Africa as a dumping ground for non-immigrants, for wastages, for waste people. And the people they are telling you they want to dump in African soil, now hardened criminals, they are bringing them direct from prison down to Africa. Why are they doing so? Because it will be very difficult for them to go back to US. But if they drop them at Venezuela, They will even crawl from bush, also enter there and control from where they stopped. And now they are forcing Africans to accept them. Zoo, they are saying they will not accept simply because they never mention how much money that is involved they will give them. I beg, let us go straight to the reason why we are here. Just know it that Nnamdi Kanu have been cleared of all charges by the Zoo Federal High Court. If you know, you know. Another headline here we are going to do this morning. Please, as you are watching, kindly drop your opinion in the comment section of this video. Thanks for joining us in this program as well. And happy Sunday once again. It shall be well with all of us. It's like we're going to try kind of live program later today, if time permits me. Okay, Biafra. IPOB strengthens European presence with new office launch in Spain. That is IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra. And this message is coming from Family Writers Press International. Another one here is the strategic outpost of IPOB in Europe. The strategic posts of IPOB in Europe. Wonderful people, let us go straight to the reason why we are here this morning. As you are watching, share, like, comment, and subscribe. The Fulani High Court, sitting in Abuja on Friday, put a temporary stop to the 29 billion naira laundering trial involving former Adamawa State Governor Admiral Murtala Iyako, retired, following the defendant's decision to explore a plea bargain with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Niger News report that Justice Peter Lefiu suspended proceedings after the anti-graft agency disclosed ongoing negotiations for an out-of-court settlement. No be the people they ask, so now EFCC they tell them let us go settle out of court. You take 29 billion, give us 9 billion, then hold 20 billion and go back to your home. Child, God have mercy. Look at the country, a zoo, a banana republic, a failed nation. Counsel to the EFCC wrote to me Jacobs SAN informed the court that discussions were already at an advanced stage and could be finalized before the next adjourned date. Both parties have commenced discussions on settlement. By the next date, we expect to resolve all details, Jacob stated. Nyako's lawyer, Michael Andoka SAN, confirmed the talks and expressed optimism that the case will be resolved amicably. Following the submissions, Justice Lefiu adjourned the matter till July 18, 2025 for a report on the settlement. Iyako, alongside his son, Senator Abdulaziz Iyako, and two others, Zofiki Abba and Abubakar Aliu, were first arraigned on August 7 of 2015 over allegations of diverting over 29 billion naira from the Adamawa State Treasury between 2011 and 2014. According to the EFCC, the defendants used 5 front companies: Blue Opal Limited, Sabore Farms, Pagoda Fortunes Limited, Tower Asset Management Limited, and Crossed Energy Limited to launder public funds under the guise of executing contracts. The commission also claimed that part of the stolen funds was invested in a real estate projects in Abuja to conceal their origin. One of EFCC's detectives, Mr. Adekunle Odofin, had in a counter affidavit told the court that funds disguised as security votes were allegedly handed over to a former Zenith Bank manager, Maaji Iro, and later withdrawn for personal use. Odofin further revealed that Iro and another key EFCC witness, Abdul Malik Dalhatu, died under mysterious circumstances shortly after testifying against Iyako. They killed them. God have mercy. The charges, according to EFCC, border on criminal conspiracy, stealing, abuse of office, and money laundering, punishable under the Money Laundering Prohibition Act of 2012. It will be recalled that on January 18, 2022, the Court of Appeal, Abuja, ordered Iyako and his co-defendant to enter their defense in the 37th count charge. A three-man panel led by Justice Olabisi Ige unanimously upheld a period ruling by the trial court, which dismissed their no-case submission and affirmed that a prima facie case had been established against them. Justice Okon Abang, in the ruling delivered on 19th of July 2021, had earlier stated the court is satisfied that the defendants have a criminal case to answer and are hereby ordered to open their defense. Iyako and his son had argued that none of the 21 prosecution witnesses directly implicated them. The trial, however, may now be discontinued if the plea bargain terms are successfully concluded. Nnamdi Kanu said this, and the whole internet was awash. This is the reason why the DSS have even stopped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers and visitors not to visit him, because he opened a secret that they never know somebody is aware of. Okay, let us continue, please. There's no much time. This one we're talking about the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, a movement dedicated for the restoration of Biafra, has announced the opening of a new license office in Malaga, Spain, just a month after setting up its headquarters in Bremen, Germany. The inauguration attracted significant figures, including Mazi Chike Doziem, head of IPOB's Directorate of IPOB's Directorate of Sabo, Deputy Head of State Mazi Tony Nzuru Mike, and Mrs. Uchechi Okukano, the wife of IPOB's detained leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, amongst other high-profile delegates. The expansion comes in the context of ongoing tensions with Nigerian authorities, who continue to suppress the movement and hold its leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, due to his advocacy for Biafran independence. Political experts suggest that the establishment of these new European offices is a strategic move to enhance coordination among the diaspora and amplify IPOB's efforts for Biafran sovereignty on the global platform. With former office now established in key European nations, IPOB is bolstering its international operations despite the challenges posed by its prescription in Nigeria and ongoing government crackdown on its supporters. Strategic outposts of IPOB in Europe. Introduction to IPOB's global presence. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, is a notable movement fighting for the independence of Biafra from Nigeria. While most of its activities occur within Nigeria, IPOB has established a significant international presence, particularly through a network of license offices throughout Europe. These offices do more than manage operations. They act as vital centers for advancing IPOB's goals. Their roles shed light on the organization's broader strategy, and its efforts are on a world stage. Historical context and motivation. IPOB has roots in the deep-seated grievances stemming from the Nigerian Civil War. The movement articulates feelings of marginalization and persecution felt by the Igbo people in Nigeria. This history drives their push for a self-determination. By opening international offices, IPOB signals a strategic pivot towards global engagement, moving from local activism to a more internationally focused approach. This shift aims to harness external pressure to further their cause. Advocacy and diplomatic engagement. One of the key roles of IPOBs in European offices is to advocate on an international level. They actively connect with government and non-governmental organizations working to garner recognition for their struggle. These offices also share their narrative with human rights organizations and parliamentary groups, aiming to shed light on the abuses against their members in Nigeria. Such diplomatic efforts are essential for bolstering their credibility. Fundraising and diaspora support. The IPOB European diaspora provides significant support for the movement. The licensed offices play a critical role in fundraising within this community, with the funds being essential for sustaining operations both at home and abroad. In addition to financial backing, these offices also mobilize logistical and moral support, acting as a focal point for global supporters. This enhances the overall strength and reach of the movement. Information sharing and narrative defense. IPOB's office in Europe are crucial in spreading information and raising awareness about their cases, or rather about their cause and the conditions in Nigeria. They achieve this by publishing reports and organizing public events to engage the global community. These offices also work actively to counter any narratives they find unfavorable or misleading. Through sharing their perspectives, they aim to influence international opinions, which is vital for enhancing their public image, community engagement, and also support. These offices serve as a hub for organizing and connecting the Igbo community in Europe. They provide opportunities for cultural engagement and preservation, fostering a strong sense of identity and purpose among members. Additionally, they extend support to those facing legal or political challenges, including assistance for individuals seeking asylum due to alleged persecution in Nigeria. This network is essential for ensuring that community members receive the help they needed. Strategic significance. The presence of IPOB licensed offices in Europe highlights the movement's strategic vision for the long term. It reflects a deliberate intention to internationalize their struggle and apply pressure on the Nigerian government through global channels. These offices go beyond mere administrative functions. They are integral parts of a global advocacy network. They play a key role in shaping perceptions, mobilizing resources, and advancing the goals of the movement on an international scale. So, my people, what much do I have to tell you? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been vindicated 100% by the so-called Nigerian High Court judge, Injustice Binta Iyako. Glory be to God that this day comes. Nnamdi Kanu is alive, and the Zojurians who criticized him, castigated him, are also alive. We'll talk more about this at the comment section of this video. Just make sure you like, share, comment, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos. Have a nice day and have a nice Sunday, and may the good Lord continue to bless us all as we do the needful. Kiemesian, my people.